It's that time of the day, my friend. It's 3 from the guys. The judge is in today. You tell us which stories you like the best and why today. Send us a text message, 609-403-0973.
Hey. Michael, Peter, Josh. The Three Musketeers.
What are the 3 best friends you're ever going to have?
That anybody could have.
Thank you.
Guys, 3 from the guys. Let's see who's got what's going on. I have to say that already I like the first story right out of the gate. Almost saving the best for first, PT. Twitter is outraged that Michael Phelps did not race a real shark on Sunday night during the kickoff of Shark Week. I mean, Discovery Channel does this every year, and I know we've talked about this. You guys don't watch Shark Week, which is smart. But every year they have some hokey shenanigan that they're trying to make people believe, and then everyone ends up getting disappointed. I skimmed through the episode. It was ridiculous how they did this. I mean, watching Steve-O of the Jackass movies hooked on a fishing line in the ocean with a shark chasing him was 10 times more entertaining than this setup. It wasn't really a hologram. What they did was they dragged a seal with a fake seal with a fishing line from one boat to another and made the shark chase it, but they only pulled it at like 5 miles an hour. So, of course, the shark's not going to go faster than the seal. And then they just have Phelps jump in the water and do the same thing. I mean, it was terrible. An hour. I mean, that shark's not gonna pass a fake seal in the water. Just ridiculous.
Was it superimposed like a fake?
Well, they actually had the shark racing by itself, and then they had Phelps racing by himself, and then they just kind of melded the two together. So it looked like they were side by side, but they were actually, swimming at different times.
It's horrible.
Yeah, absolutely horrible. But I'm glad that you brought it up because
What are the ratings on that?
Probably through the roof.
Not as bad as when Fonzie jumped the sharks, which was the original.
Probably in between Fonzie and Sharknado, somewhere in the middle there. So, Mike, former NFL lineman Michael Oher allegedly bit his Uber driver. This happened back in April. I can't believe that this is a story now. He bit him on the back. He yelled homophobic slurs and generally abused the driver. And, of course, as you said, Oher's the subject of the book and the movie The Blind Side. But, I mean, it seems like NFL players can just use concussion syndrome now for every law they break. I mean, there's going to be bedlam out there soon where, you just have that as a built-in excuse. Well, I got post-concussion syndrome. I'm allowed to jaywalk. I'm allowed to rob a bank. Now, I know a lot of Uber drivers get a lot of flack for various reasons, but if a giant football player and 4 of his friends climb into your Uber and they tell you to pull over so they can pee, you really should pull over so they can pee.
That happened to you the other night?
My Uber was fine.
Sir, I need to go to the bathroom. No.
Was it like Dumb and Dumber? Just go, man. Just go. Peter, on Friday at the British Open, #1 player in the world, Dustin Johnson, hit an approach shot that went off course and hit an observer named Philip Reed in the side of the head. Johnson didn't sign that particular ball. He keeps a bag full of signed balls, pre-signed, and he gave the guy one, which is a nice gesture, okay? He got hit in the head. Johnson ended up in 54th place, so I'm sure, he hit a bunch of people between Friday and Sunday. But how cool is that to have a bag of what I call sorry balls with you to smooth over things in your life? I imagine Dustin Johnson can use them every day. If he backs into somebody's car, here's a sorry ball. He's in bed with a chick and the girl's husband walks in, here's a sorry ball. Oh, you bet 10 grand on Dustin Johnson to win the Open? Here's a sorry ball.
Oh, that's great.
Michael, the Eau Claire Express minor league baseball team is running a promotion to win your own funeral.
That's bizarre.
I mean, if this doesn't expose the average viewing age of fans of baseball compared to any other sport, I really don't know what does. I feel like the Phillies have been running this promotion all season long, actually.
Don't buy any green bananas.
Anyway, some of the highlights of, they're really going all out with this at the minor league level. Highlights of the funeral night include discounts on concession food, including the dinner special of chicken in a casket, served with a side of formaldehyde fries. For the kids, there'll be 86 clowns all crammed into a hearse. A fun card game called 52 Prayer Card Pickup. And then, of course, all the fans are invited to lay down in center field for the 7th inning stretch out.
That's very creative, Judge.
Peter, hey, it's their promotion. I'm just sharing it with you guys. PT, so I guess with all the OJ news last week, that Kato Kaelin's name would have to come up again. Mm-hmm. And as a fellow actor, I was so jealous of this guy in the 90s because he was a struggling actor in L.A., and he had that 15-minute window of fame to do something meaningful with, but because he had no talent at all, he blew it. He lived in OJ's guest house, and he went to McDonald's with him. That was his career.
Yes.
And now, 23 years later, he shows off an astonishingly limited vocabulary and knowledge of baseball. I mean, in 5 tweets, he says the word sucks 5 times and vomit 4 times. And I think that's the same thing he did when he called 911 back in April 1994. He hasn't progressed at all. Look, I appreciate team loyalty as much as anyone, but last I checked, the Brewers were 5 games over 500 and still in the wild card race. Please, talk to the hand with a glove that doesn't fit on it, Kato. You don't know suck and vomit until you've watched the Phillies this past May and June. And if Kato were a Phillies fan, he would have jumped off the Walt Whitman back in May. Somebody please send Kato Kaelin a sorry ball dipped in vomit, please. Michael, Warriors forward Jordan Bell used to play for Oregon in college. He had number 1, but the Fanatics is selling a supposedly game-worn jersey number 5 of his for $150, and he never wore number 5. I mean, this is a great racket to get into. I saw a game-worn Harold Carmichael jersey for sale, but then when you turn it over, it says Aguilar on it. I was a little suspicious, but once I saw the game-worn jersey was perfectly clean and pressed without any dirt or wrinkles, I knew it had to be Aguilar's. Plus, they offer 2 free Gentlemen's Club passes with every purchase. I don't know if that had anything to do with it or not. Guys, we're at the end of 3 from the Guys. A great job by both of you, and I have to say, I'm going to give it today to the man who had the bite, brought the bite with the Shark story versus Michael Phelps. PT, you have won 3 from the Guys.
Yes. We have a winner. Congratulations, you are one of life's winners. We'll be right back.
All right, that's 3 for the Guys. Pete Thompson wins. And
starting off the week right.
I'm on hiatus the rest of the week, so
yeah.
PT's got me.
It's going to be a whole different battle now.
It'll be a fun battle, though. Still the same.
You lost every time when I wasn't here before.
That's true.
I did. But I feel confident in my abilities. And the judges' abilities. 52 prayer cards. That was great.
Thanks.
All right, you can tell us which stories you like the best today and why, and you can win a 4-pack of tickets to the Rough Riders and Friends Beach Concert Show on the beach in Atlantic City, Ticketmaster.com, or send us a text 609-403-0973.